Hi, Peter Charles here, Folk to Fly Fly Fishing. And today we're going to do the CDC Dun. It's basically a blue-winged olive imitation, but you know, reality is you could take this particular fly and do it in any color scheme, any size you want, and use it for mayflies. You don't have to say, okay, it's got to be blue-winged olive colors for this thing. Just, you know, if you want to do a Hendrickson, sulfur, anything. This is a nice generic dry fly that's easy to put together that'll imitate pretty well any mayfly with the appropriate colors and size. So let's get going with the CDC emerger. The hook today is a size 16 in a typical dry fly hook. Better put my glasses on. We're going to use this lovely Blue Dun Hackle for both the tail and the hackling. The wing is this natural CDC. And for the body, we're going to use this Blue Dun olive. But as I say, you know, mix and match, whatever you want. Oh, forgot the thread. The thread is Veevus 60-knot in this lovely olive gray. Okay, let's get started. Now what you can do at the back end here, you can put a little doubling ball in, or you can do what I'm going to do is just build up a ball of thread. And the idea behind that is it will cause the tails to splay and kick up, which is what we want. Okay, that's good. So don't take too many barbs here. We don't want a huge amount of material back here. Just make them splay a little bit. Bring your thread right to the back. Now, I've talked about this in other videos. I have very dry skin, so when I put on dubbing, it can look pretty ugly because, you know, I don't really get a good grip on the material. So what I've just done is I put some dubbing wax on my finger. So if you have dry skin, what you can do is use a little dubbing wax on your fingers, and now your dubbing will go on nice and tight. And you can make a really neat dubbing rope. Because I'm envious of the guys that have these damp fingers. You know, they put on dubbing so easy, and for me it's always a struggle because the skin is so dry. If you want to get a taper going, just walk it back a little bit and come forward. Now we're going to put in our wing. Couple of turns, and then just pull. You don't want a wing that's too high. Only proportional to the. Now you see I went and bent some of those tails. There we go. Get those out of the way. Now the wing is in. Wrap that down. Now pull the wing upright and come back behind the wing. Try not to catch any barbs. You want your thread back behind it. Okay, now we're going to come in and we're going to catch our tip of our hackle. And just expose the tip. Couple of turns in front. Trim it off. And then bring your thread behind again. And if you've got any strays, clip them off. Now we're going to put a bit of dubbing in for thorax. You put a turn behind, perhaps two, come in front. Good. Now we take our hackle pliers and put a couple of turns at the back, being careful not to trap the wing. Make sure your wing doesn't get knocked over. Then come forward. There we go. Now if you have a couple of hackles pointing back forward, just use your half-hitch tool to very carefully push them back. And finally we whip finish. There we go, our CDC done. Nice and easy tie. I think it's an excellent generic style of tying dry flies. If you don't want to get into messy catskill dries with those fussy rabbit ear wings and all that kind of good stuff, this is a nice, simple dry fly pattern to use. You could use different color CDC wings. You could use different color hackle bodies to get the mayfly that you want. This one should ride well. It should be a good floater. You know, I think it'd be quite effective. So give it a try, the CDC Dun. As I say, do it in any color scheme you like for Hendrickson, sulfurs, whatever. It should work great. Cheers.